Hi superstars! Today in Real Estate Business in Nigeria class, we'll be talking about land documents for real estate business in Nigeria. After you bought a land in Nigeria, you have to process your land documents. You have to ensure that all your land titles are intact. Okay, so in our last video, we spoke about legit ways to own a land in Nigeria. So my superstars, go and check it out. The link is in the description box. If you have plans to buy a land in Nigeria, you need to watch that video so you don't make mistakes. Okay, my superstars. So after you bought a land, you have to swing into action immediately and ensure that you process your land documents. So in this video, I'll be telling you the different land documents you need to possess step by step. Okay, how all the documents you need to process your land titles and make sure they are intact so you don't have problems in later months or years after owning that land. Okay, my superstars, so by the end of this video, you should be able to know all the land documents we need in real estate business in Nigeria, how to perfect it, and peradventure your land documents were not complete, you would know what, where, and how to go about it. All right, my superstars, let's get started. Because after paying for a land, within 24 hours, the first thing you need to get is a payment receipt or an invoice. This invoice should carry the following details. It should carry the name of the seller, the name of the buyer, the date the land is bought, the date you paid for the land. Okay, that's the date you paid for the land. It should carry the size of the land in square meters, the amount you are paying, and if there's any balance, it should be boldly written how much is left as balance. Okay, my superstars, that is the first thing you need to do within 24 hours after payment is made, so you don't hear stories that you didn't make payment or anything. It has to be duly signed as an evidence that payment has been made to the seller. All right, after getting an invoice, then you can then proceed to process your land documents. So the first and the most important document in real estate business is the deed of assignment, or what is popularly known as power of attorney. This document carries the most important details about a land. It transfers the right of the land from the initial owner, which is the vendor, to you, the new owner. It spells out very important details like the date of the transaction and the name of the vendor, the name of the buyer, the name of the seller, the date it was being sold, the location the location of the land, the size of the land, and it carries witnesses, people that will sign as witnesses that the land has been sold to you and that you have actually bought the land. Okay, my superstars, so this document shows legal evidence that the ownership and rights of the land has been transferred to you from the seller to you, the buyer. It's an evidence which can be tendered anywhere in court that the initial owner is no longer the owner, that you are the new owner of the land. Okay, my superstars. Okay, so after signing and everything, you have to take it to the land registry and have it stamped with a stamp duty that seals the deal, and it makes it legal that the land is now yours and no longer that of the initial owner. Okay, my superstars. Okay, so after the deed of assignment, the next land document is survey. Survey is like a road map of the land. It's like a map. It's a pictorial view of the land you have paid for, that you own. Okay, my superstars, it shows the pictorial view of the land. It carries the size of the land, the borders of the land, the neighboring plots around the land. It shows the size of the land in details, in pictorial view, in square meters. Okay, my superstars, it shows the location of the land. With a survey plan, you should be able to find a land wherever it is in Nigeria. Okay, my superstars, so the details on a survey plan include the name of the owner of the land, the size of the land in square meters, the pictorial view of the land, the name of the surveyor who drew the plan, the number of beacon stones on the land, the number on the beacon stones on the land. Okay, it carries the details of the date the survey plan was drawn and a stamp to show that the land is free from government. It's not a government land. Okay, with a survey plan, you can easily trace the owner of any land. Once you see a survey plan and you go to the Ministry of Land, you can trace the actual owner of a land. And once a land is surveyed, it is registered with government, showing that you are the actual owner of the land. So that's the next land document you need to process to ensure that your land is safe and it's intact. Okay, my superstars. All right. So after you've surveyed a land, it has to come with that red mark on it. You need to be sure that there's a red mark, a red stamp on it. That red stamp is very, very important because you need it to process other land titles in the course of owning the land. So when you're given a survey plan, you'll be given what is called a certificate of deposit, which is another very important document in real estate business. We'll not talk about it in details in this video. In another video, I'll tell you in details about a survey plan. However, after you've processed your survey document, you'll be given what is called a certificate of deposit. Okay, my superstars. All right. So after you've obtained your certificate of deposit, which is known as C of D, you can then go ahead to process for the last land title, which is known as certificate of occupancy, what is popularly called C of O. All right. So to process a C of O, you'll need your survey and the certificate of deposit and some other things which I'll also mention in a video. I don't want to take this video for too long. All right, so after you've gotten those things ready, you can then proceed to apply for certificate of occupancy. All right, this is like the last land title in the last land document in real estate business in Nigeria. That is if you are buying a land, a free land. Remember in one of our videos, I said that we have free lands and government lands. We have excised lands and all that. So if you're buying a free land, this is like the last land document you need to perfect your land titles. In one of our videos, I'll tell you the documents you need to present to process your certificate of occupancy. Nevertheless, this is all you need. But if you are buying a government land, a land that was excised, as in it belonged to the government, but after a period of time, it was returned back to the initial owners. I explained this in detail in one of our videos. All right, so please check it out. If you're buying an excised land, there are land documents you need to process so you don't your land is not confiscated by government later, so that your house is not demolished in the future. There are land documents you need to purchase to perfect your land titles. All right, my superstars, so in our next video we'll be talking about why is my house demolished. I'll be telling you why that house is demolished by government, the land documents you failed to get, all right, and how you can solve it. So my superstars, keep it. In the meantime, if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section and I'll get right back to you. Okay, my superstars. All right, thank you for always watching this video. If you have not subscribed, please take a second to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Please, my superstars, share this video so that people who need this knowledge can get it. All right, my superstars, thank you. Till our next video, always and always remember that I love you. Bye, superstars.